Hello everybody, Momo from the MomoZone, and I hope you're having a spectacular day. Welcome to Momo's Motivation for Musicians. This is a new series I'm doing where I have every intention of giving you musicians out there a new insight, different ways of thinking of things that have got to do with making your music better, but that really fall into a more kind of a psychological section that will help you improve not only your music, but your daily life and everything that surrounds you. Today's episode is called Accepting Your Weaknesses. When we first decide that we want to become musicians, it's because someone or something that we saw influenced us. When I saw the Beatles on Ed Sullivan in 1965, I was but a child, and I can remember the feeling of everybody screaming and listening to this kind of music that I've never heard before, and how much it affected me. That was my first influence that made me decide that I wanted to get into that line of business. Some people are naturally gifted, and some are pretty cool, but they don't get all the technical parts as easy, if ever, like the gifted ones. Your journey will continue as you move up the ladder of your musical dreamscape, and the virtuosos will become more virtuous, and you might still never be able to learn or play like that ever. This is where the thinning of the musical herd begins. Some will drop out and become weekend warrior musicians, and some will change their career altogether. The gifted ones will just keep going because in most cases, this is all that they really know how to do anyways. Understanding that everybody has a weakness that they don't always accept and embrace so that optimization can actually become possible. Virtuosos who make any musicians feel inferior is usually a self-inflicted wound that is based on fantasy. Otherwise, they would have locked themselves up for as long as the virtuous ones did in order to become an equal contender. Everyone has a place in music if you embrace what you are actually really good at. Let me tell you what happens when you finally accept your weaknesses. Accepting your weaknesses will make you find your strengths. When you subtract all the musical fantasy versions of yourself, you'll be left with only what you're good at. And you will also be very clear on what you're willing to work on and what you're going to walk away from. You could be a solid player that has the best writing and arranging skills and help these virtuosos shine with you at their side, as well as wind up being their co-writer and producer. You might have complete vision for all the marketing and direction that the band should take. You could even be the heart and the glue that keeps everything together, and without you, there would be no band. I will tell you this, forget about what you wish you could do that you can't do yet, and focus on what you're good at right now. And as you expand your confidence and your knowledge, everything around you will just fall into place. The most important thing in the end is the end result. Not that you are able to do it all and be in total control. Don't let your ego fool you by making you forget about all your awesome qualities that you have. The show must go on, and so must you. If you want to live your musical dream, I promise you this: if you embrace your good parts, everything that you are and everything around you will just become better. So that's it, guys. Thanks for listening to Momo's Motivation for Musicians and Accepting Your Weaknesses. You can check me out every Friday on my Facebook page and on my YouTube page. And for more, you can go to www.themomozone.com. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with your friends. I wish you guys an awesome musical day. You're on the Momo Zone.